Hi, Josie from Pro Gut Care Detox Centre. Now, we just talked about colonics and how colonics works. If you can't get to a colonics hydrotherapist, you can always do an enema at home. So today I've got here, and I'm going to show you how to just put an enema kit together for you. So generally when you get a kit, it'll come with this beautiful little bag just here, so you can pop it in. You have this lovely silicone 2-litre bag as well, so you're going to be putting your water in. You have a tube and you have some nozzles there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set up the enema bag and show you how it works. So we've got the bag here, and you'll see there's a little hole down the bottom there, and then we're just going to grab this little part of it and push it into your bag like so. Okay, now once you've got that in nice and firm, you will then go to the bathroom and you will fill this up with filtered water first, or you can do a coffee one as well, but we're just going to use water. So you'd fill this up with water. You would then hang it on the towel rail, because we have to remember the higher, the faster the flow, the lower, the slower. So we want to get that nice medium sort of height for our enema bag to sit on. So we just normally just hang it on the towel rack. Once it's full of water, you would then lay down on the floor and you would get some coconut oil or some lubricant to help put some lubricant on the end of the speculum here. And we have 3 different types. We have the little soft rubber one, and then there's actually 4 in this bag, and there's also this big white one we call like a colonic speculum. So that one there just goes a little bit more water for you. Now this then, once you're laying on the floor, you would put a bit of lube on your speculum, and then you'd lay down, and then you would rub your tummy, and then you would get a nice cushion. You would make yourself comfortable, put some oil on and some lovely calming music, and then you would lay down, and then you would insert this into your rectum, which is your bottom, which is just this area here. And as you can see, it's not very far that it's going to be going up. So it's important that you put some lubricant on it, and then you insert it into your rectum, and then you're going to have a little nozzle valve thing here, and you're going to open that up, let a bit of water in, and then going to close it, and then you're going to massage your tummy in a clockwise motion, and then you will let a bit more water in. Don't forget to breathe through this process as well. If you can breathe through your belly, push it out and in, you're going to get that water to go up further past the cecum area. So we're probably going to be working in this area here, which is where we have a lot of build-up happening in the large intestine. So sometimes you get a pain here, or you'll get a pain there, or you get pain across the lower back. So it just means that there's some compaction happening there, and that an enema is a good way to remove any of that build-up and bulk of waste in your tummy. So that's what you're going to do. Once you feel that fullness and you feel like the pressure that you need to go to the toilet, you're going to get up off the floor, take the speculum out of your rectum, get up off the floor, sit on the toilet and relieve yourself. And then massage your tummy again and do some breathing. And then once you've relieved yourself, then just pop back down onto the floor again, insert your speculum into your rectum again, and then start the flow of water, opening up that valve and then closing the valve, and then massage and breathe and do some belly breathing, and then again open and close. Repeat this part until you've used all the water up in your 2-litre bag. Sometimes if you're really compacted, you might need to do this a couple of times in the one sitting. If you haven't pooed for a day, or you're someone that doesn't poo for a couple of days to 3 days, highly recommend you start doing some enemas to help move that hard bulk waste. Once you can move that, then you can start to get rid of that bulkness. Then you're going to start feeling a lot better. You will, it helps with like fogginess, brain fog, bloatingness, aches and pains, all those sorts of things it will help with. So that's a little bit of an info on your enema kit, and it's fairly easy to do. It's harmless to do. You cannot hurt yourself by doing this. It is a very old, ancient way of healing. They did this thousands of years ago. So this is not a new process. So if you're feeling bloated, if you're feeling sluggish, if you're feeling tired, then, and you're not going to the toilet, you're only going a couple of times a week, highly recommend you do an enema if you cannot get in for a colonics.